Sports on News Channel 6, brought to you by Nixon Roofing.
We had some rain this morning, followed by the cloud cover and some slightly cooler temperatures. But the spring-like conditions return starting tomorrow with a big warm-up. I'll have all the details coming up.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 4, the city of Augusta is reopening its cemeteries in phases. We're digging deeper to find out when you can visit your loved one and what is now required. Plus, the future of a major downtown Aiken project. Will federal funding have an impact? We'll explain as your News at 4 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Bria Smith. Thank you for joining us. Brad and Jenny are off today. Coverage you can count on begins with Augusta city leaders getting ready to reopen 3 city cemeteries. Turning now to weather with Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci. And Jenna, it was a pretty wet start to our Monday.
Yeah, I'm glad the rain held off till Monday, Brie. It was a beautiful weekend. We had lots of sunshine, but this morning you may have seen that rain. It was very light for the most part. We did pick up on a few storms in our western counties where rainfall totals got a little bit higher, up to around 1/4 of an inch in Crawfordville. For the most part, just a trace amount. We'll take whatever we can get, though, as we are still dealing with that drought across the CSRA, so all of this rain was beneficial. Our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam showing dry conditions now, but still very cloudy skies, and it is a bit breezy out there. Winds are coming out of the southwest, 14 miles per hour sustained in both Augusta and Aiken, and the winds are gusting up to 23 miles per hour now in Aiken, 21 in Evans, 24 in Saluda. So a breezy day with the cooler air. Temperatures are around 5 to even 15 degrees cooler than they were yesterday, and that's putting us only in the mid-60s to around 70. Augusta now at that 70-degree mark, but only 64 in Millen. Thompson at 66, 67 now in Gibson, and 68 in Saluda. Relative humidity is higher today, of course, with the rain and the cloud cover, and there's the clouds on satellite and radar. Now, we do still have that cold front pushing through, and that's bringing some spotty showers now into places like Hancock County, Washington, and Johnson and Emmanuel County. So still that slight chance of rain the rest of today. Notice the majority of it staying down to our south as that cold front's now approaching our northwestern counties. For the rest of this evening, we'll begin to clear out late tonight as temperatures drop down to the low 60s. It will be a chilly night, but getting very warm tomorrow, back to the upper 70s and sunshine. And then Wednesday and Thursday, a little bit cooler, but still back into the 70s. I'll have more details on the forecast coming up, but back to you, Bria.
All right, Jenna, thank you. A major downtown Aiken project, once seen as a game changer, now faces big questions. The $20 million mixed-use building on Newberry Street is funded by a DOE settlement. Expected tenants include USC Aiken and Savannah River National Lab, but no lease has been finalized. The building will house a group of 6 universities, USC Aiken among them, and office space. If Savannah River National Lab doesn't sign on, officials have no backup plan for now.
Well, I do believe that we would not have embarked on this if we were not going to see it ultimately fulfilled. So I'm extremely confident. And frankly, I've heard nothing that leads me to believe otherwise.
City leaders say SR&L remains part of the project, and talks are ongoing as construction moves forward. Some downtown Augusta business owners are heading to City Hall. The Broad Street project is on its way to the Central Business District, and this will impact traffic patterns and parking. Tuesday, business owners from the area are scheduled to discuss with commissioners the project's design and management. Commissioners say the 2 big issues are parking and communication.
We asked engineering to come back and have either equal or more parking spaces, as well as communication. Communication's key for the downtown area, especially when they start closing other roads. That way it gives a little bit of planning ahead.
Broad Street businesses we talked to are expressing concerns about the pending construction and what the city will be doing to lessen the impact. Some downtown roads remain closed this week while new signage goes up. Wellstar is putting up new signage on the building at 699 Broad Street. Through Friday, the west side of 7th Street remains closed from Broad Street to the parking deck. The parking lot behind the building and the parking deck remain open. Piedmont is predominantly worked by women and is once again being recognized as As one of Newsweek's America's Greatest Workplaces for Women, Piedmont is the largest health company in Georgia with over 20,000 people employed. Hospital officials say they strive to keep a strong culture and mindset to help any and everyone that comes through those doors. And the CEO wants men and women to know that there are opportunities for everyone.
The sky's the limit. There are so many amazing opportunities within Piedmont for all. And I think I'm a great example of how much professional growth you can achieve in a decade.
To see the open positions at Piedmont Augusta, just find the link on this story at WJBF.com. Piedmont Augusta is also raising awareness about colorectal cancer. It's the second leading cause of cancer related to deaths. Doctors say most people don't know they have colorectal cancer because oftentimes there are no symptoms, but there is a way to save your life.
Really, the best prevention is screening. So we've got several mechanisms to screen. The historic gold standard has been colonoscopy, but we have newer mechanisms now, such as some stool tests. Really, it's best to talk with your primary care provider and to stay in touch with them regarding the best mechanism to screen for your own colon and rectal screening.
Doctors recommend screening starting at 45 with colonoscopies every 10 years. Tomorrow there will be an awareness event at Wellstar MCG, then on Wednesday at Piedmont's main campus. Tomorrow on Jenny, did you know that March is American Red Cross Month? It's an annual celebration honoring those who make their life-saving mission possible. Volunteers all across the country who help others in need. The Red Cross is always there in times of crisis, as we've seen right here in our communities. The director of the Augusta chapter talks with Jenny about two special focuses in March: blood donations and free smoke alarms.
The Augusta area is one of the cities, this is the whole CSRA, that has a really high propensity for fires. And even though we think about the Red Cross as responding to major disasters, which we do, we respond to home fires almost every single day, and actually sometimes a couple of times a day. And that's one of the disasters that is somewhat preventable. You can't stop a hurricane, you can't stop a tornado, but you can survive a home fire if you have a working smoke alarm.
We'll also tell you about a big Disney production at Davidson Fine Arts Magnet School, the Broadway Blockbusters concert in Evans, and a quaint Georgia town's annual spring tour of homes tomorrow at 12:30 on Jenny. NASCAR is headed to Virginia this weekend. Coming up, drivers share their speedway experience.
And we could still see a few more showers tonight, but overall a mostly sunny and dry week for us, with temperatures warming into the low 80s. And then we'll see those high winds return on Wednesday, which could lead to more fire danger concerns. I'll have the full Viper 6 forecast in the next few minutes.
Whether you are an equestrian, outdoor enthusiast, or want to experience something new, come see the 109th Annual Aiken Horse Show from March 28th through March 30th in Hitchcock Woods. Bring your own picnic lunch, visit concessions, or reserve a ticket for a catered lunch to watch the show in the Hitchcock tent. The Aiken Horse Show is the signature fundraising event for the Hitchcock Woods Foundation, retaining its rustic charm as one of the foremost equestrian competitions in Aiken. Come join us and have fun enjoying this century-old Aiken tradition.
We're bringing the world to Aiken with USC Aiken's Cultural Series at the Etheridge Center. Join us for the Dallas Brass on Tuesday, March 25th. One of America's foremost musical ensembles, the Dallas Brass takes you through an American musical journey with a unique blend of Dixieland, swing, folk, and so much more. USC Aiken's Cultural Series. For tickets, visit etheridgecenter.universitytickets.com or call 803-641-3305.
March 26th and 29th, Will Smith Limited.
A live look now at a track that is 1 year older than NASCAR itself. We're talking about the Martinsville Speedway in Virginia. It's in the spotlight with the Truck Series on Friday night, the U.S. Marine Corps 250 Xfinity Series race Saturday, and the Cookout 400 Cup Series race on Sunday. To get you ready, Jermaine Farrell gives you 4 things that you need to know about the half-mile paperclip.
We start off with number 1 and the 4 things you need to know about Martinsville. Shorter race. Over the years, both the spring and fall Martinsville races were 500 laps. But in 2022, the spring race was shortened to 400 laps. Joe Gibbs Racing drivers Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin give their view on the shorter spring race.
I personally love it. I know it's very split amongst race fans and drivers, but I love the shorter races because I think it really puts an emphasis. I know it puts an emphasis on driving hard and attacking, and there isn't time to ride around and hang out. Like, you have to be pushing at all times, and I personally really enjoy the shorter race.
I think 400 is fun at that racetrack. Given the lap times that we run, the 500 was really getting kind of long at times, especially as much as we crashed. And so I thought 400 was good, a good change, and certainly that's something that didn't change a whole lot when it came to strategy. It just shortened the race, which in turn just kind of ramps up our intensity earlier in the race.
Number 2, the return of Xfinity Racing. There was nearly a 2-decade drought of the lack of the Xfinity Series at the Paperclip, with the series coming back 5 years ago. Martinsville Speedway President Clay Campbell's excited about all 3 series at the Paperclip, particularly Xfinity.
And we're glad that we're a staple in the Xfinity Series now, because if you look at a lot of the guys in the Xfinity Series, they haven't made it to the top yet. They're still trying, and there's some good competitors in that series. So the Xfinity Series race is always great because you have some that's somewhat auditioning. So that series has always been a favorite of ours and the fans. So I think you'll see a great race with the U.S. Marine Corps 250 on that Saturday.
Hendrick Motorsports. They've won the last 3 Martinsville spring races, with William Byron winning in 2022 and 2024, and Kyle Larson taking the checkered flag in 2023. A win by a Hendrick driver will tie them with Petty Enterprises with the most spring race wins, with 12. It all started with Jeff Bodine back in 1984.
If Rick hadn't let Harry and I come here to Martinsville and we hadn't won this race, just think about how many people that might have affected through the years. And it compounds as it goes on, because they have kids, grandkids, and you know how that works. So it's important what you do and say.
Just as a great reminder of how special, the wins have been, the grandfather clocks, and what Hendrick Motorsports has accomplished, because, Jimmy's 9 of those, and, you've got Jeff and even our current drivers, winning here. So this is a place where if you drive for Hendrick Motorsports and you come to Martinsville, you're expected to win.
Finally, number 4, Petty and the grandfather clocks. Richard Petty has the most Martinsville wins with 15, but he only has 12 grandfather clocks because 3 of his wins came before track founder Clay Earls gave the winner. Overall, the King's son in Kyle says Martinsville is a special place for the Petty family.
Been coming here since late 40s. I'll say we probably come here before they run the first NASCAR race here, to be honest with you. But, Clay Earls, now Clay Campbell, our families have been like this. It's not even like they own the racetrack and we had race cars. It's like we were all the same. So it's a huge honor for Clay and for everybody up here in Martinsville to have this thing out here.
So there are your 4 things, but guess what? I'm going to give you a bonus one because that's how we roll when we're talking about Martinsville. Food for thought. It's the hot dogs. In a given weekend at Martinsville, they serve up nearly 60,000 hot dogs. A lot of food, a lot of goodness, and a lot of great racing coming up this weekend at Martinsville with 3 races, of course. Again, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We got you covered with all the action. We'll look at Martinsville. I'm Jermaine Farrell.
You can catch all the action Saturday, March 29th at 4:30 p.m. on the CW6. We'll be right back.
Weather headlines on WJBF News Channel 6. Brought to you by Hickson Roofing. If your roof needs fixing, call Mr. Hickson.
Amenities.
Mike Subs.
He's Mayberry Sheriff without a gal.
Hello, John.
Will Andy go a courting with Bachelorette number 1?
She's a real nice lady, Pa.
Number 2?
Oh, that girl can do everything.
Or number 3?
I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
Play along in the game of love.
Just think, one of them might be the next Mrs. Amy Taylor.
On the Andy Griffith Show. Weeknights starting at 8 on MeTV. WJBF 6.2.
Each year, Augusta, Georgia hosts the world's premier golf event.
Join us for a special look at this year's tournament with Tea Time Augusta. We'll see Augusta's long road back from Hurricane Helene to the Masters, plus an in-depth look at efforts to grow the game with junior golf. And it's been 20 years since the shot on 16. Join us for Tea Time Augusta.
Monday, April 7th at 5:30, presented by WJBF News Channel 6. Masters coverage you can count on.
TV's #1 entertainment talk show has 15 Emmys.
It's actually 16.
Respectfully. Come on live to make your morning shine.
Weekday mornings at 9 on News Channel 6. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. We had scattered showers and a few storms come through this Monday morning. Now we're mostly dry, but we do have some of that light rain in our southern counties and a few sprinkles along the I-20 corridor as well and down into Hancock and Washington County. So if you're in the western portion of the CSRA, you may run into a few of those sprinkles, but the widespread rain is now down in Emmanuel County near Twin City and Stillmore, just exited Swainsboro. And you can see we actually have a raindrop on our camera lens here, and you can see the ground is now soaked just with that light rain coming down. And of course, the winds are breezy as well. We're sitting at 70 degrees, pretty mild. The cloud cover keeping us a few degrees cooler than it was over the weekend. West-southwest winds coming in at 14 miles per hour, dew point of 58, humidity at 66%. Around the CSRA, it's cooler down in those southern lying counties. 63 in Swainsboro now, 66 in Waynesboro and Aiken. Saluda, you're warmer at 67, and one of our warmest spots is Evans at 68 degrees. Augusta, the only place at that 70-degree mark. So the reason for the rain today is this cold front passage. It's still moving through, so for the rest of tonight, we could see a few of those showers to the south of Augusta. High pressure will move in tomorrow, but we'll still have the chance of a stray shower for our Tuesday. But when it comes to helping out with that drought monitor, today was our best chance at it. The rest of the week looks very dry. We do still have that moderate drought throughout the majority of the CSRA, with so far for the month of March just around 2.5 inches. So we want to finish off the month with around 4, but it doesn't look like it'll be until next Sunday that we'll get a chance of rain again, other than that stray shower chance tomorrow. So here's tonight at 6 p.m., rain moving to the south of Augusta, high pressure taking over, but we do have this warm front lifting to our north. That'll bring us a southeast wind tomorrow, and skies will be mostly clear, but as a secondary front moves through, winds will then get pretty breezy on our Wednesday, and we will be back to sunshine then as well. Now let's bring it closer to home tonight at 6 p.m. You can see from Richmond County down towards the south, we have that chance of light rain, maybe a brief heavier downpour, but then by around 11 o'clock tonight, we're starting to see those skies clear, and it's possible we could see a little bit of patchy fog for our Tuesday morning. But dry air is taking over for the most part, but notice as we go into the evening, a little bit more cloud cover Tuesday, and there's that stray shower chance anywhere from around Burke County down towards the south, just giving it a 10% chance of rain. Overall, a beautiful sunny Tuesday, starting out around 45 degrees and then climbing to 75 at 2 p.m. And then I am expecting those temperatures to get pretty close to the 80-degree mark. Winds will be gusty on Tuesday and Wednesday, but Wednesday it will be the windiest, up to 29 miles per hour. So we do have that fire danger threat with the gusty winds and the dry fuels in place. And we also have the high pollen levels, and the windy conditions do not help with that. So notice the tree pollen is very high throughout the rest of this week as well. And the temperatures are getting pretty high, all the way up to 80 degrees by Friday, and we'll stay in those low 80s until Monday of next week. Now we'll have that other chance of rain move in Sunday into Monday, maybe a few storms with that. And behind that system, we will cool down to 72 next Tuesday, but overall warm days ahead, but still some chilly mornings. And we'll be right back.
The people of the CSRA count on us after an accident because they know about our skill in the courtroom, how we treat clients like family, how we love this community. Call me, the Augusta guy.
The News Channel 6 mobile app is now even better. Download it today.
Your next pickup from rideshare company Lyft may come without a driver. Reports say Lyft is starting up the robo-taxi style option with minivans. The service is expected to work like a normal Lyft pickup, with users requesting a car through their smartphone. It's expected to go through trials in Atlanta this summer. The company says they plan to bring self-driving services to more cities going forward. Well, that's it for this half hour, but there is more coming up on News Channel 6 at 4:30, including
The escalating showdown over the deportation of hundreds of Venezuelans.
Having the patio enclosure windows all the way around the room, I no longer have to worry about it being dirty, and it is a favorite. I love it.
What's with all the goats? Oh, don't worry. You're getting one too. But why goats? Goat. George's outstanding attorney team?
After you've been injured in a car crash, call George Sink Injury Lawyers and get the GOAT on your side. Hurt? Call all nines now.
The Live 5 for 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
We had a beautiful, warm, and sunny weekend, but this morning we had some rain and the clouds took over. Still a few showers possible tonight, but overall a beautiful week in store for us with spring-like temperatures starting tomorrow. I'll have all those details coming up.
Now at 4:30, did the funding part of charter schools, the Georgia bill that could determine how much money is pulled from public schools. And President Trump's recent...
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4:30.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us at 4:30. Coverage you can count on begins with the Trump administration continuing to weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Trotty. It started off with a lot of rain, then the clouds moved in, but still, the temperatures were pleasant. I couldn't complain about that.
Yes, just really comfortable. Outside it's like room temperature, upper 60s to around 70 degrees. And this morning we definitely didn't pick up on a whole lot of rain, really just trace amounts across the majority of the CSRA. But some spots here and there got over a tenth of an inch and around a quarter of an inch in Crawfordville and Wrightsville down in Johnson County, where they're still seeing some rain now. So the southern portion of the CSRA has some widespread showers around Emmanuel over towards Scrubbin, and then here in the metro just a few sprinkles at times. So it's all because those cold fronts pushing through. Notice the bulk of the rain more down towards the south of us, and then high pressure will be taking over for tomorrow, bringing us sunny skies again. But right now it is completely cloudy as we take a look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam into downtown Swainsboro. That light shower just came through, so you can see the roads are soaked, and it's pretty breezy out there with winds out of the southwest, 14 miles per hour in Augusta, 11 in Aiken and Edgefield, and we're seeing those wind gusts up to around 20 in Aiken and Augusta, 21 in Evans. So it's a cooler day than yesterday for sure. This weekend was really warm, around 80 degrees with sunshine. Now it's 10 degrees warmer in Aiken, 16 degrees cooler in Sylvania, and that's putting our temperatures in the mid-60s to around the 70-degree mark. Augusta now at 70, but Wrightsville only sitting at 63, 65 in Gibson, and 66 in Edgefield. High relative humidity, of course, today with the rain and clouds, and for the rest of our evening, keeping that chance of rain through the 9 o'clock hour, dropping down to 62 at that point. I'll have more details on our forecast coming up shortly, but back to you, Dave.
Thanks so much. We'll see you in a few minutes. Congressional Republican President Trump signed an executive order in an attempt to eliminate the Federal Department of Education. Caroline Yaffa tells us how this could affect education. 3 local schools will be awarded part of a $5 million grant from the South Carolina Department of Education. The ones from our area are Allendale Fairfax High School, Saluda Middle School, and Batesburg Leesville Middle School. 37 schools across 29 districts in the state were chosen based on their commitment to growth in English, language arts, and math.
This grant is a win for our school district, especially as a rural Title I district where we don't often have the opportunity to provide incentives as an investment for teachers who are moving that needle with students academically.
The money is coming from the Strategic Compensation Pilot Grant. Georgia state lawmakers are considering a bill that would give local school districts the power to fund charter schools. Right now, charter schools rely solely on state funding. New data released by the State Charter Schools Commission of Georgia shows more than 21,000 students are on charter school wait lists. Advocacy groups and charter schools are now pushing lawmakers to cut the red tape and get more funds to keep charter schools from shutting down.
I'm here because we have such incredible demand for seats at our schools. We currently have about 4,000 students on the wait list for our 2 existing campuses. We are seeking to open additional seats. We are seeking to open additional campuses.
have until April 4th to approve this bill and any other legislation as the 40-day legislative session comes to close. A few local teachers will get more much-needed funding for classroom supplies. Tax Slayer is teaming up with Gator Bowl charities to bring champions of the classroom to the Augusta area. Funded by donors, choose.org, the program will serve 6 educators. Each will receive a $500 classroom grant to order materials online that will be shipped directly to their school. The first recipient is Miranda Corte, who teaches 6th grade math at Tall Pines STEM Academy in Aiken, South Carolina. Teachers, you have until April 4th to apply. We have a link on our website, WJBF.com. Go get that money. We'll be right back.
Every day, ordinary people in the CSRA do extraordinary things to serve our community. Each month, News Channel 6 recognizes these outstanding volunteers with the Giving Your Best Award. Do you know an everyday hero who goes the extra mile to help others? Nominate them for the Giving Your Best Award by visiting WJBF.com and filling out the entry form.
Sponsored by Science Co., Beat Live Augusta, Security Federal Bank, and News Channel 6.
What's for Bugs Bunny cartoon series right there, episodes. On this date, one of the greatest professional football players was born. Plus, in honor of Women's History Month, we recognize the first black woman to win Best Actress at the Oscars. Kaylee Beeson shares today's moments in time.
Today is March 24th, and it's National Cocktail Day. Did you know Elvis Presley was inducted into the U.S. Army in 1958?
He says there's no chance. I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
The Godfather, released in theaters nationwide, a 3-hour film chronicling the lives of the Corleones, an Italian-American crime family. One of the greatest professional football players, Peyton Manning, was born. And 1 year later, so was actress Jessica Chastain. A very happy 48th birthday. In honor of Women's History Month, we recognize Halle Berry, who became the first black woman to win Best Actress at the Oscars for her portrayal in Monsters Ball.
You're a gentleman and a scholar. I'm sorry. That was a woman I was talking to.
And in 2005, The Office, starring Steve Carell and John Krasinski, made its premiere.
Well, The Office aired on our small screens for 9 seasons with a total of 201 episodes. I'm Kelly Beeson.
I'm Austin Jackson, and for me, keeping it local really matters. Like when you're hungry, it's tough to beat a great meal at your favorite local spot. Well, if you've been injured, keeping it local matters even more. You need a law firm with experience in our area's courtrooms and a track record you can trust. The CSRA has always been my home. People know my law firm for work in the community as well as for our life-changing results. That's local experience you can count on. If you've been injured, call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy, 706-724-7224.
Every day, ordinary people in the CSRA do extraordinary things to serve our community. Each month, News Channel 6 recognizes these outstanding volunteers with the Giving Your Best Award. Do you know an everyday hero who goes the extra mile to help others? Nominate them for the Giving Your Best Award by visiting WJBF.com and filling out the entry form.
Sponsored by Science Co., Beat Live Augusta, Security Federal Bank, and News Channel 6. To get the weather, you need to see the whole picture. That's why Live Fiber 6 gives you the Skyview Network. Get a live view of traffic and weather from all over the CSRA. Available online 24 hours a day at WJBF.com and the free Live Fiber 6 mobile app. The WJBF Live Fiber 6 Skyview Network. Powered by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service. The WJBF Live Fiber 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Fiber 6.
Welcome back. We had a rainy start to our day, and some of us are still dealing with the showers, and that's our far southern line counties. So it's possible that if you're in Augusta or, say, Hancock County, you may see a few sprinkles, but the majority majority of the rain is down in southern Emmanuel County near I-16. Widespread rain all throughout Oak Park in the southern tip of Emmanuel, and then a line of showers just outside of Sylvania along Highway 301 into Allendale and along Highway 321 down into Fairfax as well. Now, Waynesboro in Oliver County is dry, but you can definitely see the ominous looking clouds here. It looks like it could storm, but it's just going to be some light rain moving into our county south of Augusta the rest of this evening. Our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam is showing dry roadways there in Waynesboro. We're sitting at 70 degrees, a west-southwest wind coming in at 14 miles per hour sustained, so definitely pretty breezy. Humidity high today at 66%. Around the CSRA, a lot of us are struggling to get to the 70-degree mark because of the clouds. 67 in Crawfordville, 65 in Thompson. Swainsboro even cooler at 63. Augusta did manage to get to 70, but next door only 66 in Edgefield and Aiken. So the cold front is now just moving through, so we'll still have that chance of rain the rest of tonight. High pressure briefly takes over for tomorrow, but we'll also have the chance of a stray shower tomorrow evening as well. Now, any rain we could get would definitely help out with this drought. We have a moderate drought still for Richmond and parts of Aiken County and up towards the north near Clarksville Lake. Not a lot of rain in the forecast, though, over the next 7 days, just giving it a 10% chance for your Tuesday and then a 30% chance as we go into the weekend. Our futurecast tonight at 6 o'clock showing that widespread rain south of Augusta, so that'll last until around 10 o'clock, just light showers. Then as we go through tomorrow morning, we're back to sunshine and overall a beautiful sunny day, but we'll have another cold front come through. That could bring us a spotty shower tomorrow evening, but back to clear skies for our Wednesday. High pressure in control for the most part, but behind that front, we will have some gusty winds, possibly up to around 30 miles per hour. Here's our futurecast tonight at 6 o'clock. You can see the rain moving in until around 10 o'clock this evening. Back to clear skies, maybe some patchy fog for our Tuesday morning, but overall a nice sunny day, other than that stray shower chance as we go through time here. Notice a little bit more cloud cover and then some rain popping up around 6 to 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. Overall for your Tuesday, though, a great day. 45 in the morning, so chilly, but warming up to the upper 70s as we go into the afternoon, and those winds gusting up to around 23 to 29 miles per hour Tuesday and Wednesday. So keep in mind, with the gusty winds, we could see those fire danger concerns as we go throughout the rest of the week with the sunny skies and low humidity, and also the winds help to spread the pollen around, which will still be a threat throughout the rest of this week. And now here is meteorologist Miller Hyatt with more information on this bad pollen season.
Hey everybody, meteorologist Miller Hyatt here, and as you know, it's a pollen palooza out here in the CSRA. And as we look at our pollen types and levels right now, we're seeing trees in the very high categories. That's probably why you're sneezing a lot. And then interestingly, we are seeing grass pollen now showing up earlier than usual at moderate levels. Thankfully, wheat pollen is low for now. So you're probably wondering, why are we seeing such high pollen right now? Well, there's three things that we are looking at. One is the warm and dry weather that we've been dealing with. Two is the windy conditions that's carrying all that pollen around. And then three, the tree stress. We've seen a lot of damaged trees from Helene that is allowing for more pollen to be released into the air. So as we take a look at pollen season as a whole, right now we're in March, so that means we're in tree pollen season. Take note that April is the highest overall pollen count month, so it's only going to get worse from what we're seeing right now. And tree pollen season can continue all the way into early May. And if we have a dry April, that means it's going to be prolonged. As we go into summer, though, we transition into grass pollen season, which begins as early May, continues as late as early August. And then we go into wheat pollen, which begins as early as mid-August and can continue all the way through the fall into early November. And I'll have a closer look at what to expect as we go further into the year and what pollen that we're going to be seeing on my blog, Beyond the Forecast, on WJBF.com.
Quiet on set, please. Oh, hold up. I think there's an issue with prompt error. It says during the Rooms to Go anniversary sale, finance interest-free until January 2030. That cannot be right.
That's right.
We literally just went over this. You can finance anything from our Drew and Jonathan collection and pay 0 interest until 2030. That is a really long time.
Have you now done the math?
Yes, I have.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, all right, let's do this.
Action.
It's the Rooms to Go anniversary sale with interest-free financing until January 2030. But hurry, it ends soon.
Experience luxury for less in the heart of Evans at Gerald Jones Lincoln. Spring is here and savings are blooming. For a limited time, drive a new Corsair Grand Touring and save over $12,000. Plus, get 0% financing for 60 months. Or go bigger in a new Lincoln Navigator and save over $14,000. And get 0% financing for 60 months. Find these deals and so much more at Gerald Jones Lincoln in Evans and GeraldJonesLincoln.com.
Weeknights on MeTV. Follow News Channel 6 on Instagram.
More top stories at 5.
Weather headlines on WJBF News Channel 6. Brought to you by Hickson Roofing. If your roof needs fixing, call Mr. Hickson.
Looking to save on internet?